Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Circle of Doors Tarot. This is an independently published deck created by Staveley and Jill Sutherland with a guidebook written by Brian Duffy. Thank you so much to Anne and Jill for sending this deck my way. I am so excited to get into it. It sounds lovely. It retails for $65 in the US, and as always, in the description box below, I will link where you can legitimately purchase it should you want to. All right, let's get into it. Our intention is to open the door to conscious conversation and to spark inspiration along the journey of life. The women within these cards tell the story of quintessential archetypes, seasons, and cycles. All of these photographs were created in ritual, each muse called to embody the timeless expression and message of each card. Circle of Doors is the voice of the goddess in all her forms. This is our offering to the divine feminine within us all. May these photographs and words invoke your highest inspiration and call you to walk fearlessly towards your dreams. Includes 78 cards and a 192-page guidebook. So, first of all, the concept, I'm so here for it, and this packaging is beautiful. Oh my God. Which door will you choose? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe they set this up at Burning Man, and there was a whole experience inside as well. So very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to tip it out. Oh, there was a ribbon, Natasha. There's a ribbon. I was just too excited to see. Wow. Okay. And the cards are actually a lot bigger than I was expecting too. So before we get into the cards, I do want to take a peek at the guidebook. Very nicely done, color printed. We do have a table of contents, invocation, introduction, how to use this deck, and then it goes into each of the cards' meanings. Nice. Beautiful. Gloss. Circle of Doors Tarot is a continually evolving phenomenon, appearing as an interactive artwork larger than life and a deck of cards in the palm of your hand. It's a collection of captured moments, photographic portals that were opened by adventures into deep ritual magic with muses carefully chosen to embody eternal archetypes. By shuffling and reading the cards, you are reopening these portals into the mystery and connecting with the infinite streams of feminine wisdom that pulse through all living things. Whether you are a novice in the ways of tarot or whether this deck is joining an already vast collection, you are invited to choose a door and choose a card. With this deck, you are invited to create a reading that reflects the full majesty of your being, shaking you awake inside the glorious dream of your precious life. Awaken to the moon, awaken to the goddess, awaken to the full power of your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Be brave. Your journey awakes. That is beautiful. Okay, so basically use this as you would any tarot deck. So, and then we have the creators in the back here. Okay, so we're going to come back to the guidebook after the flip through here. Okay, so these cards are 5.75 inches long and 3.375 inches wide. So they are pretty large, which is nice when we're talking about photographs. But here's the back. I love the foiling. And it is a linen. Love that. It feels really nice. It's on the thinner side. I'm kind of excited that it's on the thinner side because it's such a larger deck. All right. And then we have the gold foiling on the edges here. Beautiful. And we have borders, more gold foiling. Love it. Okay, so number up top, title on the bottom. Very easy to read, which I am loving. That double exposure is really cool. Ooh. It's a matte, which I prefer just simply because I film with the cards. So Goddess instead of Empress, Matriarch instead of Emperor. I love this. This is really cool. Witch instead of Hierophant. Aww. The way that this photography is done is really cool. I feel like every time you go to use this deck, you're going to notice different things popping out first. This would be a really good ritual deck just because it feels very... heavy is not the word, but it feels very profound. It feels like it is one of those special decks. You can just feel what is going on in the card, if that makes any sense. It does feel like little portals. Strength is really cool. I'm not sure if the camera is totally doing this artwork justice. The symbolism is really neat. Wow, I'm really impressed. It has like a similar vibe to a collage deck, just by the way that the photograph is kind of, not dual exposure, if that's the right terminology, but overlaid with different, with other photos. So it does kind of have a similar situation, but similar feel. Aeon instead of Judgment. Universe instead of World. I love that. That perspective is really cool. All right. Minor Arcana with Cups first. Ecstasy on the bottom. Title up top. Got a keyword on the bottom. Connection. Love that. Coven. Benevolence. Grief. Innocence. Cute. Fantasy. Moving on. Ritual. Peace. So Maiden instead of Page, and we've got Dreamer. Mother instead of knight, we have giver. Is that Maga of Cups, poet? So I just wanted to jump in here real fast and say that Maga means something completely different in the spiritual community. It's the female version of Magus. So basically, Maga means female magician. And Crone of Cups, healer. All right, keys. Illumination. Discovery. Doorway. Sanctuary. Struggle. Triumph. I'm assuming these are wands. Perseverance. Courage. Some matches, that's fun. Possibility. Burnout. Seeker. Teacher. Rebel. Visionary. Knives. Knowledge. So suit of swords. Choice. Dark mood. Stillness. Hollow victory. New chapter. I'm really enjoying the little keyword there at the moment because you can expound upon it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the be-all end-all word for you in your interpretation when you do your readings, but like it's definitely a great little addition. Cleverness. Rumination. Despair. Resurrection. That's really neat, the face there. Challenger. Protector. Heroine. Scholar. Ace of Shells or Pentacles. We've got prosperity. Harmony. Alliance. Security. Hunger. gratitude, patience, mastery, arrival, legacy, liberator, provider, believer, and keeper. Aww. It was beautifully done. I love the imagery. I love the creativity. Yeah, it shuffles nice. It's one of those decks that I gotta kind of finagle my own hands around to figure out what's gonna work best for me. But yeah, shuffles all that way. Oh, this works much better for me in my size hands because it is so flexible of a cardstock. I'm able to do this. Nice. Okay, and then how does it... Ooh, yeah, it feels good this way too. All right, so we are going to read for the Five of Keys, Struggle. Okay, the beginning of the suit, it does have a little blurb here. The suit of keys, wild, passionate, creative fire of the spirit, mastery of will and action. In a single moment, all of my plans became useless, surrounded by smoke and rage and blood. This battlefield could snuff me out or it could make me a warrior. All right. When you finally enter the arena and your plans bump up against the plans of another, you may find your powers challenged, mocked, and dismissed. The old ways of past generations will try to bind you, single you out for hostile questioning, and these assaults will all be blessed opportunities. You cannot know how strong you are until you have some resistance to push against. And you cannot know what you really believe until you have to defend your beliefs. The trials and disasters of this world are designed to chip away at the marble block of your being to reveal the hero hiding within. And your mastery is a blade that must be forged and tempered in the fires of uncertainty and conflict. Is your dream strong enough to endure adversity? Will you dare to accept a worthy challenge? What can you only learn about yourself when you are overcoming obstacles? And then we have some affirmations below. I am eager for a worthy challenge. My obstacles are my teachers. This too shall pass, and pain sets me free. And then we have the same throughout the major arcana as well. I actually really like this. It goes deeper than surface level. I feel like this is definitely one of those decks for internal work. Definitely if you are in a path of crossroads, or if you are somebody who wants to connect with their divine feminine, bring that forward more. Like I said earlier, it definitely feels like a deck for a more ritualistic approach too. So if you're somebody who does tarot specifically for yourself as a ceremonial service, or when you do it just feels very profound. It feels like a deck that is, like I said, goes way beyond surface level. It is definitely a deck that has a lot to dive into and kind of look into. I love the questions. I love the affirmations. The art is stunning. So overall, I think this deck is phenomenal. I think it's beautiful. It's stunning. There is something inherently magical and ceremonious about this deck. I can't put my finger on it other than those are the words. But definitely you can totally use it for a daily pull. Beginner friendly because of the book. It definitely goes into detail there, but it's great for shadow work. It's great for if you want to do rituals with it, altar work even, ancestor work, divine feminine work, whatever you choose to do, this deck you can utilize it with it. It is focused more on the divine feminine, but that doesn't mean that if you identify as female, you can only use it. If you feel called to it, it's definitely a deck that any gender can use. But it is definitely a beautifully done deck. I absolutely love what I see. All of the different ages, all of the different skin colors, the different emotions, the different it's just beautiful. I honestly love it. It is really great quality too. Like the cardstock, even though it's on the thinner side, it feels really nice in the hand. It is that linen and it does shuffle really well. So thank you so much to Anne and Jill for sending this my way. It is absolutely a work of art. It is stunning and I am thoroughly pleased with what I see here. So now I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you think about this deck? Is this something that you are excited about? Is this something that hasn't shown up on your radar yet and now you're excited? Is this something that you think is for a specific use for yourself? What are your thoughts? Please let me know all of them down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me, and it helps me out with the algorithm gods. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.